To learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. So today's episode on this tiny house, if you all remember the TV show This Old House with Bob Vila, I've been feeling like saying that for a very long time. Well, just the other day, someone says, your YouTube videos remind me of this TV show called This Old House, so I thought I'd do that. So today we're back at the tiny house build, and as you know, we have gotten all the walls up. We were very excited about that, and then I started installing the windows. I've got 2 out of the 3 windows installed, and then I ran out of tie-back tape, and it was the weekend, so I wasn't able to install the 3rd window. So we decided to go ahead and install the door, and I'm very excited about the door. Of course, I did a little surprise with Carolyn, and she was down in the camper, and I called her up and said, hey, come up here real quick, I want to show you something. And so she came up. Boy, she was really happy with this door. So she actually grabbed the tape measure, and she started measuring things out. Okay, I want the bed here and the shower here. I mean, we've been talking about this for months now, but now she's actually getting excited. She sees progress. So today we're going to install the 3rd window. And this window is really funny. And the instructions are just hard to understand. So I've decided that I know what I want to do with it. Doesn't matter what the instruction says. I've got it all figured out how I want to handle it. Now, as I've said in previous videos, this is a new construction window. And a new construction window means that it's got little lips on the outside, and you slide it into the wall, you screw it in, and then you can put your siding over it. Well, the new construction windows has this little groove on it, like this, that your siding can go into. And that way you don't have to buy J channels. So I like new construction windows. Well, then you have replacement windows, which is what this is. Now, before you ask why didn't you buy 2 new construction windows, we bought these used, 40 bucks a piece. Who can pass up that kind of price? So this is a replacement window. And of course, I don't like replacement windows quite as much as new construction, especially when you're doing new construction. But it works. And so that doesn't have this little groove here. So that means when you put your siding, you have to buy J channels. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with metal, because I'm using metal siding, like metal roofing material. I'm gonna use that for my siding. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I mean, I might buy J channels. I'll just have to look around, see what there is available. No big deal, I'm not that concerned about it, but it's just, more to purchase, more to do. Well, this one, I don't know what the deal is. It's almost a hybrid. It doesn't have the lips on it to make it new construction, but it does have the J channel groove that does make it new construction. So I've decided I'm going to do it as a hybrid. I'm going to slide this portion of the window out past the wall. That way the siding can slide right into it. And then just screw it in like replacement windows. So when you see a replacement window, you actually have to screw it from the inside, like I've done right here. I'm not sure you can see that. So you screw them in the corners. There's another one up here. So that's how I'm going to handle this. And it'll work. Now, this is a brand new window. We didn't buy it from the store, but it was brand new. It was still in the package with all the corner guards on it. And we got that, I can't remember. Let's just call it $40 to $60, somewhere around there. But this was a $200 window. I looked it up. It's 6 feet long. Then tomorrow is a big day for us. We're going to go back to Home Depot, and we're going to get to 2x4s, so we start building the rafters or the trusses or whatever you want to call them. I know there's just a zillion names for everything, but we're going to buy the 2x4 so we can actually start building the roof. I'm going to go fairly slow with that process. The first one's going to take me forever to build because I want to make sure all my angles are correct. Measure out the floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it on the floor. I'm going to measure out the floor the way I want the boards laid out. And when I have all the measurements complete, then I can set the board down there and start adjusting my angles appropriately, make the cuts, because I'm just not that good of a carpenter. I'm still a novice, and I know there are going to be people out there, you don't need to be doing something if you don't know how to do it. Well, tell that to the 7-year-old who's learning how to ride a bike. Can't ride a bike until you learn how to ride a bike. So, you know, if I screw it up, then I've just wasted a few boards. I'll keep trying until I get it right. Now, it does have some disadvantages right now because the boards are so expensive, so I don't really want to screw up things. But I'll get there. But I do have this drawing that I'm going to follow. Got all the dimensions laid out on it. Know exactly how we're going to cut it up. I just got to get the angles right. And then when I have that first one done, then I'll just use that as my guide. I'll take it back apart completely. I'll just lay it on the floor. I'll lay boards on top of it, draw a line, cut. And so it'll be like an assembly line process almost. So today I gotta get this one doing. So what we're gonna start with is this house wrap. Of course, it seems like you just would cut it, but what I decided to do was lay it over onto the board like I did here. That way I get a nice tight seal. Moisture barrier, nothing's going to leak in. Then I can caulk. I caulked this one on the outside. I'm going to caulk it on the inside. I'll do the same with this. This one I want to be a little bit more cautious with. I'm going to put boards. I'm going to nail boards right up against the outside wall here after I get it cut, like I did on this window. That way, if I slip or drop it or anything, it won't fall out. Of course, I'm going to extend this one out, so I got to actually put 2 layers of boards. And then I'm going to have to measure. That's a disadvantage to doing what I'm doing. I'm going to have to measure how far in it needs to go. Okay, so I got all the house wrapped inside, got the window cut, the house wrap cut out of the window, got the house wrap taped with Tyvek tape. I was telling you about this earlier. I don't know if I explained it, but the Tyvek tape is used to seal all the seams on your house wrap. So the house wrap is a moisture barrier. Keeps moisture from coming in and rotting out the OSB paneling. Well, then you have seams, and I'm not going to get into the discussion of all the seams again, but the seams you just tape up with Tyvek tape. And it's a little pricey. I think it's like 13 bucks or something at the local hardware store. I don't know what it would be at Home Depot. So now I'm going to hang boards on the outside so the window doesn't fall out when I put the window in. Okay, so I got my 2 boards up, and the only thing that's going to do is keep me from dropping the window out the other side and crashing and breaking the glass. So now I'm just going to measure out the distance I need it inside the frame, and then I'm going to put the window in. Okay, so the window's in, and my first attempt, I put it in upside down. I instantly discovered it. As soon as I take you outside, I'll show you how I discovered that it was upside down. But now I'm going to caulk around the seams, inside and out. Okay, so the window's in. I'm on the outside now. To show you how I figured out real quickly like that my window was upside down, these are drain vents right here. What happens is if water gets inside there, that has to have a drain vent so the water can come out. Well, it was on the top, so water wouldn't have been able to come out. Now, earlier I was telling you that I was going to treat this like new construction window, where this J channel, your siding will go right up into that. And so the water just run right onto the siding. Now, and so over here, I'll show you what a new construction window looks like. So on a new construction window, it has that J channel still, like that. The difference between one I just installed and an actual new construction is behind this tape right here is a little flap of plastic that you screw into. So all your work is being done outside. So it's like a hybrid between a new construction window and a replacement window, because replacement windows don't even have a J channel. This is a replacement window, it doesn't even have a J channel. It works like a new construction and a replacement window. Very odd. I hope I can encourage you to create something today. Thanks for watching.